Everyone had a wonderful, wonderful week. This week we read Pinchas, and I wanted to spend a moment or two just discussing the story of Benos Tzlafchad. So Benos Tzlafchad approached Moshe Rabbeinu. This is in the beginning of Perek Chav Zayin in Sefer Bamidbar. Batikaravna Benos Tzlafchad ben Chefer ben Gilad ben Machir ben Menashe lemishpachos Menashe ben Yosef. And we identify their names. They stand in front of Moshe Rabbeinu, V'lifnei Elazar HaKohen, V'lifnei Nisim B'kol Ha'eda. Imagine these women are standing in front of the Gedolei Yisrael, in front of Oel Moed, in front of the Mishkan. It's a great drama. And they share the following tale. Avinu meis b'midbar v'hu lo hayela b'toch ha'eda hanoadim al Hashem ba'adas Korach. He wasn't involved in the story of Korach. He had a different sin. Ki becheto meis. And he didn't have any sons. And then they claim, Lama yigara shem avinu b'toch mishpachto ki ein lo ben t'no lanu achuza b'toch achei avinu. And Moshe does not know how to respond to their big request. They request that they have a nachala. Their father had no sons. There was no one to inherit them. And therefore, they should stand instead. And indeed, Moshe Rabbeinu takes their request to Hashem. Vayomar Hashem Moshe, Kain benos Tzlafchad dovros. Benos Tzlafchad are onto something. They're correct. And they should be entitled to a Yerusha. Now, on a simple level, this could be understood that Benos Tzlafchad were interested in a land grab. They wanted a piece of the rock. They wanted a piece of land. It's good for shidduchim, perhaps. It creates wealth, and perhaps that's what it's all about. But I don't think that's the case at all. The emphasis on the fact that it's in front of Gedolei Yisrael, in front of Moshe, in front of Elazar ben Aaron HaKohen, in front of the Nisim, by the Mishkan, and then that keyword Lama Yigara. Why should we miss out? And of course, this harkens us back to another story of people, Klal Yisrael, members of the Jewish people that were missing out, and those members of Klal Yisrael that were Tmeim during the time of Korban Pesach or B'derech Rochel Kadesh, same exact lashon. Lama nigara. Why should we miss out? Why should we miss out and not be able to bring a Korban Pesach? Once again, Moshe Rabbeinu did not have the answer. He went to Hashem. Hashem said, yes, indeed, is an institution of Pesach Sheni. What is quite clear in this linkage and that language, that lashon lama yigara, why should we miss out? Some of the Mefarshim explain the lashon, the root of the word yigara, literally miss out, but Gimel Reish Ayin also shares the same letters as Ayin Reish Gimel. Ka'ayal ta'arog ala fike mayim kein nafshi tzama nafshi lalokim. That I have my tzama, my thirst for HaKadosh Baruch Hu, spirituality, is like an ayil's thirst for water. It is a desire. It is desire for spirituality, a cleaving to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Just like the Bnei Yisrael that were Tmei Meis by Korban Pesach, their motivation was spiritual ambition. They didn't want to miss out on a mitzvah, Korban Pesach. How could we miss out? How could we be exempted? Even though, Ones Rachmana Patre, they were exempt. No, they were religiously ambitious. They wanted more. That's exactly what Benos Tzlafchad are all about. Lama Yigara, Ka'ayal Tarog ala Fike Mayim. They desired more. They wanted more. They had a Chibas Haaretz. Perhaps that's the linkage that in the lineage of Benos Tzlafchad, Ben Chefer, Ben Gilad, Ben Machir, Ben Menashe, all the way back to Yosef, because Yosef too says, my bones, I don't want them here in Mitzrayim, I want them carried to Eretz Yisrael. A chibas haaretz, a passionate desire for Eretz Yisrael, for a connection to spirituality. That's the common link between the Bnei Yisrael that were Tmei Meis by the Korban Pesach and Benos Tzlafchad. And indeed, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, Kain Benos Tzlafchad dovros. Yes, we could be exempt. We could say, I'm pater. I have a good excuse for not doing mitzvah A, B, C, ones rachmana patre. But that's not the approach. That's not the attitude of the Tmeim when it comes to Korban Pesach, Benos Tzlafchad, Lama Yigara. Why should we miss out on the opportunity to connect, to do more, to be the best we can be? What a fundamental lesson that we're taught by the Benos Tzlafchad. Have a wonderful Shabbos Kodesh.